Hey everybody, what's up? Shane here from I Crave Movies, coming back with my first review in a long while after being knocked out of commission by a serious concussion that occurred last year. Wasn't able to look at a screen, produce content, or do any of the fun stuff for the channel. And for my first review back, we're going to talk about Predator Killer of Killers from Dan Trachtenburg. You may recall he released Prey just a few years ago, and afterwards a ton of people hit the internet pitch ideas and concepts for a sequel because that one did so well. I think Dan may have been reading those boards, whether it was Reddit, Twitter, wherever, and then took some of those concepts for Killer of Killers.
The number one thing that came from Prey was people messaging me about, I want to see a samurai versus the Predator.
Now, it's a multi-part story with one taking place during Viking times, another one taking place during the samurai times in Japan, and then another one taking place during a world war, and then a big epic climax. But we're not going to jump into too many spoilers in this review. We want you to be surprised by what you're about to see. Predator Killer of Killers is an animated film. It's not the typical style of animation I normally gravitate towards. However, with a good story, you soon forget the animation style and you're sucked into whatever it is you're watching. And that's what happens here. It only took the end of the first human story for me to forget about the animation style and just really start focusing on what Dan and the writing team put together here. There's some pretty big risks, some really cool moments, some crazy action, lots of gore for those of you who like that sort of thing. And if you're a fan of the Predators franchise, like I am, I've seen them all. Dan and team do something a little different here. We get a little more info on the Predator species, which we've only been taken off world before in Predators and given tidbits here and there throughout the movies. Now, a question might be coming to your mind, do I need to watch any other Predator movies before seeing this? The only one I think you should watch before you see this is Prey, and that's only because it came from Dan. It's a hard movie to talk about without getting into spoiler territory, but I do believe that Dan and team took a risk, and it works. This is something you're going to check out on Disney+. Now, Disney, if you're listening, we need a 4K release of this movie, and I'm just saying this now because once you watch it on Disney+, you probably are going to want to own a physical copy if you are a collector. So after you've watched the movie, please come back here, leave a comment, let us know what you thought of Predator Killer of Killers. If you want to see more short stories worked into a larger arc movie, which this movie does very well at, let's tell Dan and team to start working on some new concepts. I do believe this is a good warm-up before the theatrical release of the new live-action movie coming out later this year. And if you crave movies like I crave movies, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.